The relentless accusations from his friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, offered Job no solace, only deeper despair. They had painted him as a secret sinner, deserving of every torment. But Job, broken yet unbroken, refused to yield his integrity. His heart, however, cried out for a different audience, not his earthly accusers, but the Almighty himself. What happens when a man, suffering beyond measure, dares to demand answers directly from God? Job had endured the withering counsel of his friends. Their simplistic theology, which demanded a direct correlation between suffering and sin, left no room for his blamelessness. He had listened to their pronouncements, their certainties, and their thinly veiled demands for his repentance. But the truth in his heart remained unwavering. He had not sinned to deserve this. He found their words not comforting, but caustic. Indeed, I know that this is true. But how can a mortal be righteous before God? You are miserable comforters, all of you. Will your windbag words never end? What stirs you up that you answer as you do? I also could speak like you if you were in my place. I could string together words against you and shake my head at you. But I would strengthen you with my mouth. I would not hold back my compassion. Job understood the futility of their arguments. They spoke from a position of detached observation, while he lived the agonizing reality. He saw their pronouncements as hollow, their wisdom shallow. He refused to invent a transgression merely to satisfy their theories or to secure a return to his former life. His integrity, battered as it was, remained his last most precious possession. He would not lie about his heart. He would not confess to a sin he did not commit. As his friends continued their barrage, Job's focus shifted. His deepest desire wasn't for their understanding, but for God's. He yearned for an audience, a direct confrontation where he could lay out his case, explain his innocence, and receive an answer to the inexplicable torment that had engulfed his life. He believed that if he could just stand before God face to face, God would see his heart and vindicate him. Oh, that I knew where I might find him, that I might come even to his seat. I would order my case before him and fill my mouth with arguments. I would learn the words he would answer me and understand what he would say to me. Would he contend with me in his great power? No. Surely he would take note of me. There the upright could reason with him, and I would be delivered forever from my judge. This was not the plea of a guilty man. This was the cry of a man confident in his own blamelessness, a man who, despite God's apparent hostility, still trusted in the ultimate justice of the divine. He didn't seek to escape judgment, he sought to face it, convinced that his innocence would shine through. He longed for dialogue, for an explanation, for the chance to reason with the Almighty himself. In a moment of astonishing boldness, Job's longing for an audience transformed into a direct challenge. Feeling unjustly targeted, relentlessly pursued by a God whose actions he could not comprehend, Job dared the Almighty to tell him his transgression. He felt like an enemy, a target, and he demanded to know why. Why do you hide your face and count me as your enemy? Will you harass a driven leaf? Will you pursue dry stubble? For you write bitter things against me and make me inherit the iniquities of my youth. You put my feet in the stocks and watch all my paths. You set a limit for the soles of my feet. This was no casual complaint. This was a profound, soul-wrenching interrogation of the divine. Job, convinced of his own righteousness, saw God's actions as arbitrary and unfair. He was daring God, the all-powerful Creator, to reveal the specific sin that warranted such devastating punishment. He felt not only attacked, but misunderstood, and he believed that a direct confrontation would reveal the truth and lead to his vindication. Here lies the sheer audacity, the raw, unfiltered honesty of Job's faith. He wasn't denying God's existence or power. He wasn't abandoning his belief. Instead, he was grappling with God, wrestling with the divine mystery of suffering. He was demanding justice, demanding answers, challenging the very premise of his pain. This is a man whose faith is so profound, so deeply rooted, that he believes God is big enough to handle his questions, his accusations, his unvarnished despair. He isn't seeking to escape God. He's demanding a deeper encounter with him. In his defiance, Job offers us a powerful, perhaps uncomfortable truth that true faith doesn't always mean silent acceptance. Sometimes it means crying out, questioning, even challenging the Almighty, believing that such honest wrestling is part of the journey towards understanding and ultimately true spiritual growth. Is it acceptable to question God in our pain? Job's journey suggests that perhaps it is not only acceptable but essential for a genuine faith. Job's astonishing defiance and direct challenge to God, not to deny him, but to demand justice from him, is a powerful testament to a faith that grapples honestly with suffering. It's a raw, relatable moment of human struggle, forcing us to confront our own comfort with questioning the divine. What are your thoughts on Job's audacious challenge? Do you find his questions admirable or presumptuous? Share your perspective in the comments below. Join us next time for Elihu's Insight, Suffering as Refinement, as a new voice emerges to offer a completely different perspective on Job's ordeal, shifting the debate from why to what for. Don't miss it. If this episode sparked your own questions about faith and suffering, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel to continue this profound journey through the trial of Job.